Howdy neighbor, welcome back to Hammer and Saw Customs. I'm old brother Bill, jack of all trades, master of none. Maybe one, some, a few. I don't know, I'll still let you guys figure that out. Today we're going behind the scenes with old brother Bill on how Hammer and Saw Customs gets where I get. Does that make any sense? Oh, I guess it's supposed to be scandalous because you know YouTube likes those headlines. They just grab you, suck you in. Might not even be scandalous at all, but I want to show you what happens behind the scenes to get something like this built, what work needs to be done to get those materials, and how that's processed. Whether it's scandalous or not, well, I'll leave that out to you. So, grab you a seat, grab you a snack, get you something cold to drink, pull in close, and I'll catch up with you after the intro. Welcome back, neighbor. That was a quick intro. Goes faster and faster. Well, like I said, we're going to do behind the scenes, but just to catch you up on what I do and why it takes me so dag blasted long to get a video out to you guys. Because old brother Bill still works a 40-hour plus a week job for the man. And that's enough just to, you know, drown your sorrows in when you get home before you can start a project. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I know some of you guys might say Happy Holidays if that happens to piss you off. Well, I did my job for today. Also, Brother Bill's had not my birthday, but the little Mrs. birthday was in there. Plus anniversary was in there. Yeah, mine in the middle, little Mrs. anniversary is in there. So it's just been, you know, I've been busy as a beaver. Or what I'm trying to say is I've been as busy as a cat trying to cover Shiite with chicken feathers in a windstorm. Can you get that picture? That's right. So the shop's a mess. I've got things thrown here and there. Sold some stuff, lots of stuff to try to help out keeping this channel going, to invest in it, to give you guys good content. Oh, well, Brother Bill's shooting on one of them Progos, Heroes, Pro Daddies. You know what the heck I'm trying to say. One of them fancy fandangled thingamajigs, gadgets, camera. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. We'll see if this information video makes it to you, or Brother Bill just happens to lose it. You know what I'm trying to say is I'm electro-digitally, you know, compromised, and you know, ignorant to electronics there. So we'll get it together, right? What we're going to do is we're going to hike on back up to the homestead. I'm going to show you behind-the-scenes scandalous ways on how I get all this wood processed so I can make things into what I need here on the homestead, and we'll go from there. So I sure am glad you guys are along. Let's hike up there and show you behind the scenes. So howdy neighbor, here we are, inside of the old homestead. Needed an area to process all those pallets that I show you that I break down. Sure can't do that inside the little pallet wood shop. That's basically for working and doing and, you know, building fences and that kind of thing. So you gotta have a teardown area. So the teardown area I have here is some engineered pallet wood runner I-beams. And I'll get you in close, show you a close-up of that, how I did it. The scandalous thing is I covered it all in a heavy-duty white tarp. You've probably seen me use that white tarp. It's the same type of tarpaulin that's over top of the pallet wood shed that, you know, Hammer and Saw does all those creative things for you guys, or at least tries to. So as you can see, with a few dollars, you can cover a big area. So you got a nice workspace to stay out of the rain and the sun and the wind and all that kind of thing. Now you guys that are going to ask me about snow loads and this and that, you know where I'm at. Thankfully, I don't have any snow loads. Do have some wind, so that's why we've done some other things. Plus, I made some shelving on locations and places to put all that wood once we broke it down. In one of the other videos back there somewhere, I think you guys can look through the list to find it. So I'm just gonna grab you, bring you in close, show you around the behind the scenes of how you break down all this wood. So let's get started with that. Alright, so let me bring you in here. I'm going to bring you up, let you look at these beams. Try to space those beams out. I tied them into the homestead garage. These are all temporary. Once the warehouse is built, oops, let that slip. We'll take this down and move it around and put this back the way it's supposed to be. So this is still all out of pallet wood runners, pallet wood boards. And what I'm going to show you here is we got our cross beams and we got some framing to hold our pallet wood as we break it down. Of course, these are sitting on some concrete pillars. And of course, every redneck needs a a pickup truck cab. Got some parts off of that, and no yard is complete, or no redneck yard is complete unless you got a motor. A motor sitting around with a cover on it. Okay, well, let's get into the material. It adds up quick as you start to break down these pallets. And I tried to pick out the heaviest pallets. I don't try to go after the norm pallets. Try to do the heavy construction pallets. And I wanted to show you a little breakdown of how I made those I-beams. So here's the I-beam. So what that is two of the base units, these guys here, nailed together. And then what you got is these boards here on top and bottom. So you get a nice little homemade I-beam. And what that looks like when you cross over where the fork pattern is for the pallets. So that's why you have to flip them and kind of rotate them. That way you don't have anything, any seams in the same location. And then I have some cutoffs here. I know you guys are probably getting seasick, but that's what some of these cutoffs look like as I trimmed up, made them a little bigger. So that's one set of how I did this top runner for everything to rest on. Now, the top beams are a little different. They're actually just a single with the pallet units runners top and bottom. So now, is that some Scandalous framing? Might be, but this is a 20 by 30 space, and it works out pretty good for what I'm using. Now here's some of the oak pallets. I do get those standard oak pallets. I use those for like the survey trays and things, but I try to use the big heavy, these are like 2x6 boards, those pallet tops are. So pretty cool stuff that's going to be made into. And then how that just ties into the homestead siding there. Alright. Yes, you too, Mr. Rooster. Oh, and of course there's the pallet getter 10,000 hammer and saw pickup. Yeah, that's just what it is what it is. Gotta have tools to do the tools. Alright, neighbor, that's it in a nutshell. Just wanted to get that out to you. And if you have any questions, comment, of course, subscribe, like, do all that great stuff. So this is what you could do for just a few dollars and a little bit of your time. We'll see you down at the pallet wood shop, and we'll close out. All right, neighbor, that's behind the scenes Scandalous framing done here at Hammer and Saw Customs. And be done at your place if you when you get up off that couch, get outside, grab some nails, some screws, some boards, and pallet wood, and hop right in. Get right to it. Well, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. You know, I gotta find my honey to-do list, my project to-do list, and my repair list is somewhere. And you know, there's the lawn that needs to be mowed, and there's the fence that needs to be finished, and more pallets to break down, and whew, I'm kind of tired just thinking about all that. So in the meantime, neighbor, remember, if your neighbor can do it, a neighbor can learn to do it too. And while you're out there having fun with your projects, with a family member, a friend, a neighbor, or by yourself, always, always, always remember to hammer on safely. Until next time, neighbor, keep between the ditches, and I'll see you soon. Aloha. Hey, where did those lists go? Maybe I lost them on purpose. I can't remember.